Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven Gaming Labs, and welcome back to VintageStory. I spent, smidgels of time making some vessels and some other, fun things that we needed. Hope I made everything properly. Well, even if I didn't, that's okay. So yeah, anyhow, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna fire all this stuff and get it up and running. Shouldn't take too long. So I did some research, and there was actually a whole bunch of stuff for the different types of like brood boxes and stuff. I didn't even know that there were like wooden ones. I'm over here, being all complicated and everything, but as it turns out, they actually had some relative, like, look at this. Didn't know that they had all of these, and I don't really know what the advantage to these. I have no idea what the advantage to them actually is. None whatsoever. I know that they were added at some point. Beehives can now affect everything else. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the advantages are. I really don't. It doesn't tell me what the advantages are. So if someone knows, let me know. I'm going to stick with the ceramic ones for now, simply because they require a lot less work. The unfortunately, for better or for worse, the wooden ones require quite a bit of material. I don't like it. It went into my little garden there. Come on out. Oh. You know what? Whatever. I don't think it can get back up here, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to grab all of this. I'm going to grab all the fish first. Crazy, though. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Seems like everything's so aggravating. Anyway, as we were originally doing here. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get this show on the road. Absolutely insane. Anyway, I'm going to do this pretty much every episode now. I'm going to try to make some more stuff every single episode off camera. That way we don't have to spend all of our time, doing things, on camera. Not really a fan of that for, obvious reasons. So we will do that. Nothing got lit on fire. I consider this a small victory. Wow, the fish are really going crazy this go round. Let's see here. Let's do our merging here, if you will. Oh, yeah. We have enough, everybody. Seal it. Very cool. At some point, I want to test out. I want to test out some other stuff, but for now, we'll leave things as they are. So, as you probably saw, the only downside to these hives is that they do not propagate. That is The only noticeable downside to these hives is that they do not propagate. Get away from me. Now the other I will admit though that the wooden hives look a lot better, but honestly right now, you know, I'm in a situation where it's like, you know, beggars can't be choosers, so I'm just rolling with it. So yeah, I'm gonna see. So this spot is 30 and 30.4. I'll try to remember that. I'm just gonna see if, you know, if it'll go up or if I should harvest this. I mean, this is a ridiculous amount of food, by the way. There's a reason I'm making that storage vessel. Also, we should probably spend some time, you know, making some supplies. Ah, that's actually a really, really good point, everyone. Thank you all so much for reminding me. God, it didn't remind me of anything, but saying all that did, I need to bring in some of the, Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, I'm leaving it. I'm not touching it. Wait. Yeah, well. I want the bone. I don't really give anything, but the bone is nice. Ugh! A drifter. That's a drifter. I tell y'all, someday stuff will spawn properly. Is this 2 days, 1 day, less than a day? Cool. I'm hoping we'll get some more and we can start, you know, propagating it like everything else. Anyway, what were we doing? Right. I was gonna grab a whole bunch of this. As you know, I've got loads of it. Okay, that should be plenty. We'll find room. Yeah, I don't care. Watch out of the way, y'all. Get out of the way. Okay, the bone goes here. Whatever, you can't get past my awesome redwood door. Sorry, it's a red cedar door. Oh my. How impressive. Wow, it magically became fresh for less than an hour. Nice. Very nice. Right. I will just eat this super duper quick. This is gonna stay fresh for a couple hours. Oh, well, at least I can keep it fresh that way. Kind of a weird way to do it, but hey, if it works, it works. I'm not questioning it. Okay, that should be enough. So one thing we're going to have to do in this episode is all this needs to be juiced, basically. And I mean all of it needs to be juiced. Yep. I think I'll put it right there, and then I'll put another one right there. And I might move this over. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we're going to start running out of room with all this stuff. And then, of course, at some point, we need to go do something else. Now, someone did mention that I should make jugs and stuff, and I didn't realize that would actually obviously be a really good container for stuff. I actually do have a jug somewhere, I thought. I remember making it. Ah. There do be a jug right here. Excellent. I can't. Do I have to use, like... I just have this really weird feeling here. Figures. I have no idea how to transfer it. It literally won't transfer. Well, I don't want to seal it. I just... Huh. Okay, whatever. I guess it doesn't work with the jug, I guess. I mean, I wasted a bit of the wine, but, you know, whatever, I guess. Give me that. Wow. So that works. I can cure it all. Lovely. So I just have to make an army's worth of buckets and then put them in a storage vessel, or maybe just straight on the ground. I don't know. 125 days is an awfully long time to store something, by the way. Like an awfully long time. Ah. I mean, I can always make more, so it's not that big of a deal, but, you know, it's kind of like, come on. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you guys are enjoying these videos. As well, don't forget to, you know, hit that lovely bell so you actually get updates and notifications. And also, if you guys would like to get early access to any and all my videos, there is a join button down below, as well as a link in the description. And as always, your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. And that is it for the advertisement. I'm done. Because, like y'all, I too am like, eh. It's just how it goes, you know? Just very eh. Okay, so in less than a day, we're going to have a skip. So what we're going to do, since this area is kind of whatever, we're going to make a second skip. And we're going to put those two probably at the end. And then we're going to use them to populate all of the other hives. Because it's going to work perfectly for that. Or at least, it should work perfectly for that. I mean, I guess it might not, but it should. Alright, we'll put some salmon in there. Put some more pikes in there. Arctic char, put them in there. Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close on most of this. Okay, cool. Because one thing I was going to do is I was going to extend this ever so slightly. But I decided not to do that. In fact, technically, I guess I could, you know, cut this part off, but nah, I think I'll just leave it. I'll just, you know, go around with it. Not everything has to be absolutely symmetrical. I am capable of turning, so there is that. But since we basically used up our first day wasting, you know, everything, yeah. So there's only 20 liters of whatever left. And there's a couple in there. Wow, that's okay. That's pretty crazy. It's a little crazy. It's very crazy. I should have used another method to get the stuff out. Right, it's over here. It's over here. It's over here. Ooh, we don't have very much of this left, but that's all right. We'll make do with what we have. Let's see. We'll use the red cedar. Okay, I don't actually know if this is going to be enough. I mean, in theory, it should be. had no idea that these buckets stacked like that. Super cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of those barrels and I'm basically going to just use the barrel for, you know, 20 or so. Let's see. Where are we at? No. There we go. We're going to be down here a while, y'all. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a long video of mass making, like, wine, liquor, juice, all that fun stuff. So we're only going to make 20. I'm going to need 2 more barrels later. But I'm not planning to, you know, go outside or anything, so should be fine. No. Always trying to eat. It's kind of crazy. It uses 32, which is just pretty nuts. Okay, so this one contains 20, so I'm going to just... Oh. See, I want a whole barrel of the stuff, is what I'm kind of getting at here. Anyway, give me that. Give me the mash. Okay. I guess I need 50 in order to actually do it, I suppose. I need a full container. Whatever. Whatever. I can always just drink the wine, or I'm sure we'll find a use for it. Oh my, yes, we will. But yeah, hopefully when we wake up, we'll go back and we'll check on the bees, and hopefully they'll be up and running, and then we'll make the second skip, because we're going to have to alternate. You know, one of them is basically going to populate, and the other one's going to populate the skip. So, a lot of work on that front. A lot of work. A lot of work. So, how's everybody doing? I know this part is probably not the most, how do you say, fun or interesting part of the whole, you know, oh, that's right. That's right. I'm an idiot. It requires the mash. That's why it wasn't working. Hang on. There it is. There it is. It'll turn 20 liters into 20 liters of huckleberry wine. That's right. It required the mash. I forgot about that. Because I remember complaining about that. I was like, oh, it requires my mash. It's eating up all my mash. I remember. I didn't remember. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw those in there. Whatever. You think that would be something that I would have remembered, though? I mean, you'd be wrong, but, you know, still, you'd think that would have been something that I would have remembered. But, no, didn't really remember it. Nope. Oh, wet mash. No, we don't need that. And away we go. All right. Okay, so that contains 50, which is pretty cool. And we're just gonna put the mash around here. We're still pretty good. In fact, we might just, well, things will go faster if we sleep, to be fair, which is kind of important. It's not like super duper important, but it's still pretty important. Okay, we have one more barrel, so I'm just gonna, oh man, what was, oh, the syrup was in there. Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? Whatever. I mean, it's honestly and truthfully, it is fine simply because, you know, I can always just make more, but it's like, what is wrong with me? I mean, my goal is literally to make more. So, you know, obviously it's not the end of the world, but it's like, come on. Pay attention. All right, so after this, we're going to sleep, and then we're going to resume, because we're basically going to turn all this, huckleberry juice into syrup, which means we're going to have a lot of syrup. Okay. Fresh for 2 days. You know what? Let me just throw it all in here. Perfect. That'll buy it a lot of days to stay healthy, I suppose you could say. Alrighty. Yeah, and the grapes should be done. So that should be pretty cool. I think I'm just going to take the screenshot this time in the crop field. People like the crop fields a lot, by the way. Those get the absolute most hits. I don't know what it is about a field of crops, but man, do people like them. And it's definitely vibrant. I don't know why I came in here. Alrighty. And now we're just gonna, whoops, we're gonna grab some mash out of here. 124 days until it's curable. That's awesome. Let's see, how far, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't actually have that many barrels. So, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I don't really want to set that over there. I'll set it right there. Yeah, we don't actually have that many barrels, so. Okay, but we do have all of this, and as always, we can just make way more mash. Or, yeah. We can just make way more, you know, barrels. I don't know why I said way more mash. My brain doesn't work right sometimes. What can I say? It doesn't like me. Alright, so how many more barrels do we actually need? 1, 2, 3. We need 3 more barrels. So that's what we're going to go get. 3 more barrels. It's 100% true. 3 more barrels. We're going to get all 3 barrels. Well, that came with a pretty hefty little price tag there, didn't it? Now, I don't know if this will be enough, but it's definitely beats, you know, wasting everything. And to be completely honest, I really don't want that one right there. I probably need to, like, put, like, a nice little center here, because that'll get me 3. But for right now, that's staying right where it is. I'm not wasting any more. I've wasted enough. So what time is it? Okay, it's pretty much morning. So after this, we'll go and get the last bit there. I'll throw all the mash in there too. Again, just to give it, you know, a little bit more time for it to cure, so to speak. Yeah, we need to make a second room because this is just not enough. Unfortunately, this is 100% not enough. It's not anywhere near enough space. Okay, so hopefully it's done. We're gonna go under the assumption that it's, you know, it's fine, it's done, you know, that sort of thing. We're gonna give it a try. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, there were two in there? Okay, well. Didn't realize that, but that's fine with me. Annoying. Aha! Why don't I just pick it up? Okay, I can't do anything with these just quite yet because they're absolutely irritating. Y'all know how that goes. Yeah, whatever. So we're gonna have to be kind of quick. If the skep is, you know, ready to go, we're just gonna grab it and move and go. Excellent. Oof. Talk about falling really far. Man, coming down from this way is fine, but coming up from this way, it's dreadful. Scouting for flowers. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I would like to get rid of the ceramic ones at some point. They really are not as nice. Unfortunately, they're just not as nice as the wooden ones, but the wooden ones really do require quite a bit of they require quite a bit of work. What are you doing? All right. So yeah, like I said, we'll keep these two end ones here, and we'll just, you know, we'll let them do what they're doing. I should probably put all this back on. I know I was gonna go get like you know, tanning and all that sort of stuff, but I have decided against that. Obviously. So, but with this many flowers around, shouldn't take very long for the hive to grow and propagate. Now, I need some blue clay because I'm out. Used up all that clay. Run, run, run. Population has large. Will swarm in less than a day? Seriously? Wow. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of flowers. I mean, all these things count as flowers, I hope. Yes. Yes, they do. Cool. So these will spread, and then once these have bees in them, we can pick this up, take it over to here, place it inside, rinse and repeat. It'll take a bit of time, but once it's done, it should be like, you know, it should be done. And then we'll just keep those two on the off chance of whatever, or maybe we'll remove them. But apparently we do get comb from it, which is the thing that I want the most because, as I stated before, I really want candles, and the only way to really get candles is to, well, there's only really one way to get candles now, isn't there? Okay. And back to the old grindstone. Okay. Compress. It's insane that you can spend like basically an entire video just standing in one spot. I'm gonna go up here and make sure I shut the door. I think we all know that I totally 100% can and will forget to shut the door. It's not that I can't solve the problem. It's just, you know, I'm kind of tired of solving a problem that was completely preventable. It's true. I'm very tired of solving that problem. Now, something tells me that it's going to take quite a bit of time to do this. But that's all right. You know, to actually, like, cook all of this syrup. Wow. Time. It's going to take a lot of. How long is that going to take? 7 days? Oh, it's not going to take long at all. And the juice and all is still fresh, but like I said, it's all going to become syrup. We're going to have a lot of syrup. Can we do anything with juice, actually? Like, yep. Oh, we can make gelatin. And that's useful for fruit bars. And fruit bars just require, like, quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, I don't really know if, like, does... I guess what I'm getting at here is this. I know we have all this stuff, but, like, I don't know. Does it... You know, do you get a bonus if you use... like a variety? That's something that I'm really interested in, because quite frankly, if I don't get a bonus, then all of this is truly just a waste of my time, no matter how nice the syrup is. On the other hand, I think the syrup has healing properties, so, you know, there is that. It's true, it has healing properties. I don't know if we're going to have enough. Like, I genuinely don't know if we're going to have enough storage for all of this. Which basically means we might... I mean, basically, these two are 4.5. We're not going to have enough. We would if we didn't have this. But, you know, at least we have vinegar. That's nice. Well, it doesn't really matter. I can just start depositing everything over there, which I might start doing anyway, because I don't really know how much. Well, fill that up. Okay. gonna end up burning all that peat just to keep the fire hot. Now, I did like the juice taking, or no, the syrup, what was it, like 30 years or something? I was like, ah, yeah. What a beautiful preservative. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, cool. We have even more than I initially thought. How nice. So nice. Truly wonderful. Okay. Nice. Okay, well. This is really gonna take some time. But I'm not doing all this off camera, because this would be like 2 or 3 days worth of work. But yeah, going forward, I'm probably gonna try to just use, like, you know, my... Didn't mean that one. Yeah, I'm gonna need like a specific juicing room or something. I'm gonna have to like move all the liquid over into it. The room is dedicated just to storing... Oh. Is there really not a faster way to do this? This is ridiculously slow. Okay. I mean, that's true, but... Put that back. Put it back. There we go. Now we need like a dedicated room where, like, you know, the juice can just be moved directly beside it. Gotta hold it down, gotta compress it. Compress, compress, compress. Okay, so we did get literally everything. Perfect. I might even try changing the title of this video and, you know, going forward and seeing what happens. Who knows? Maybe the YouTube algorithm will be kind to me. I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. But I can be hopeful. I'm allowed to be hopeful. Wow. Do, do, do. And this is also one of the reasons why I keep the music on. It helps, you know, can't talk constantly because there's not really a whole lot to talk about right now. There just isn't really a lot to talk about, unfortunately. Good news, though, is we are actually, in fact, running quite low. So, pretty cool. Yeah, and the other thing I might do is grab... I think I made some extra buckets, so... with any luck, I will grab those, and I can grab a couple at a time. At least, you know, at least then I don't have to waste time running back and forth with just like one bucket. Maybe I'll do that. 20 years will go by. We still won't be done. Well, we're at the finish line, y'all. And as predicted, I'm gonna go... I thought I made those buckets. I know I made some, but I guess I didn't make the extra 2. But in reality, I want as many buckets as possible, so... yeah, I'm just gonna make a bunch of buckets here. Literally 4, so... perfect. Cool. Wait, was there another bucket right up here? No. Well, I mean, there was, but I think I ended up using it for something else. That's okay, though. That's, not actually the issue at hand here. Okay, cool. Hooray. Oh, only got 2 more, and then we will have run out. Okay. That ought to work. Okay, so the thing we need to do now, obviously, is throw all the mesh in there. And then what we're gonna do... wait a minute. Okay. They must be made out of, like, I don't know, a different kind of wood or something. I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Is there any way to empty this without picking it up? No, I don't know. Probably not. Well, that was a huge waste. So good to know. The limit comes when you... and also you can do, like, all of these at once. So that's cool. Well, that was a colossal waste of everything, per usual. I completely fumbled that one. I don't really like the way liquids work in this game. I mean, I know I just wasted like 50 liters of juice, which is like whatever. It's not really that bad, but actually I wasted way more than 50 liters of juice. Oh man, did I waste way more. Can only do like 500 liters or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Quite a bit. Wasn't really that much, but still, it was a bit. No, I think it was 50 liters. So I can only do what is basically... Ah! Right. Hang on. I know the problem here. Okay. It's super weird. Yep. 32's the limit. Who would have guessed? I would have guessed, actually. Well, that's going to take quite a bit of time, but whatever. While that's, you know, happening, I will just try and finish all this off. Hopefully there will be enough room for it. Actually, there should be plenty of room because this is empty. So there actually should be more than enough room. But yeah, I'm going to have 5 buckets basically locked in battle over that. But yeah, I'm going to need 5 buckets to make this way faster. Anyway. $36. What time is it? Oh, it's late. It's just, yeah, okay. I mean, I know I'm making all this, you know, for the what is it, okay, whatever. I think the fresh berries or whatever are still better, but, you know, again, it's fine, it's whatever. Fresh is always better. Always better and always preferred. Anyway, I'm just gonna eat one of these. Didn't really need to, I just felt like it. And there we go. Now what we can do while all of that is happening is we can take all of this out. That's crazy. Holds up really, really well. Okay, let us now sleep and hope that the mountain huckleberry retains its, you know, just, well, hopefully the syrup will finish is really what I'm getting at here. But the good news is we got all that done, even if it took a whole entire episode and was definitely not at the top of the fun factor. It really wasn't, by the way. That was... But that was from, like, what, 4 or 5 fields? Crazy amount of, Nah, I didn't do anything. Didn't do a thing. But since we have all of this stuff, we're gonna have to take all of it, essentially. I'm just gonna manually put this on. Move this over. Guess I can leave that there. Put one of these here. Move this over here. And put my prospecting pick back where it belongs. Cool. Okay. So, it claimed that it would swarm in less than a day. It is 6 in the morning. Let's go see if it swarmed or not. It did. Nice. Wow. Okay, let's take this off. Ow! Alright. I thought I could hide behind that. Apparently not. That's really annoying. Greatly dislike you guys. Hopefully you didn't mess up my thing there, though. Weather is too cold for bees to fly? What? That there be what I call a lie. Well, we're gonna need a lot of skeps for this, so good thing we have, you know, a lot of them. I think it uses 2. Oh wow, it actually uses quite a bit there. I'm gonna take both these skeps with me. I still don't think it's too cold for them to fly, though. Alright. The bees are out gathering. Okay, that fixed it. There's no little bee thing or anything, but that seemingly fixed it magically. I'm gonna go get my trusty gardening utensil. I thought I saw something horrible there for a moment. Okay, we'll go put this back, and then we will go check on our delightful other stuff. But yeah, we're gonna need a lot more skeps, I suppose. I mean, you know, it's whatever. I don't know. I mean, as long as it works fine, I'm okay with it. Oh man, that still didn't go anywhere. Literally still didn't go anywhere. Ah! Oh, come on! Why would you even allow... Why? Why? Why would you even allow that? Whatever. We'll get to it next time. And these are all going to start curing. It'll take some time, but I'm just double checking everything. These are still doing really well. This is still just as dumb as I remember, by the way. So that's really nice. But yeah, so in the next video, we'll be... Oh man, I forgot to remove that mesh. Oh my goodness. There we go. That little bit of mash that was left. So I think there's some stuff over at like the composting area. We should really, we should really get that. Population size is 3. Okay. I kind of really don't like the fact that they don't swarm around it though. That part kind of sucks. But they grow fast, so whatever. Oh well. The downside is I don't think I can transplant them, so I might need to look at the others. Oh yeah. Okay, so this doesn't actually increase, but that's okay. I'll just wait. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything. These are almost grown. These are getting there. Kind of getting there. I hit it. Oh man. Talk about population. Just immediately a bunch of stuff spawned in. Yeah, the fish area is actually really nice. It's pretty much my primary source of quite a lot of things, but also it's an excellent source of just, it's great for composting. Basically free stuff that just continuously appears forever. Oh, cool. Oh, maybe that was just, okay, never mind. I'm gonna go in there. Oh, they do have like little whatever. Okay. That's not so bad. It's not as nice as that over there, but they have like a little bit. I don't really get why it's so pitiful, but whatever, I guess. I have no idea. One of the mysteries of modern life, I guess. And this is still rolling. Yeah. I'll add 8 more. Can't believe I wasted that. That was so stupid. Well, that's VintageStory for you. Let's see here. Still though, this is looking really nice. I'm actually very pleased with this. I mean, it's going to take quite a bit of time probably before they, start producing things that they truly do need to produce, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm just going to harvest each row one at a time. No, not really one at a time, but, try to do it all at once, essentially. So I might not make any hives tomorrow. I might make more storage vessels. Because I think one thing we're going to work on is expanding the storage area. Yeah. Constantly expanding the storage area, because this is just not enough. And if I don't have any more of those brass aged holders, I'll just grab them from here or something, because as much as I like looking at it all, kind of need it elsewhere. So anyway, I'm going to head back in and get some food, and then we're going to kind of call it, because we're at the 1 hour mark. Can't believe we spent an hour just juicing and, making stuff. But, like, what else am I supposed to do? Good question. So all of this stuff is going to spoil, hopefully creating quite a lot of rot, which is the number one thing that I want and need, simply because we're just going to have so much stuff. Our farm is massive, by the way. I really don't think that we're going to have enough to store everything. I mean, I know we have enough room for an extra one there, and we can definitely put 3 in here, but we need to move all the juicing stuff out of here. And then we can, you know, we need a room dedicated to, like, fruit, basically, and liquids and stuff like that. But anyhow, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell so you actually get updates and notifications. And as well, if you guys would like to get, you know, early access to all my videos, members only are in Discord, there is a join button down below, as well as a link in the description. And I will see you all in the next one. You guys have a good one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Raven Gaming Labs. Thanks to all the members and viewers who make RGL possible. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified. If you want to become a member, hit the join button or link in the description below. Members get early access to videos, member-exclusive content, and more. As well, don't forget to join our awesome community over at Discord. Y'all have a good one.